Hey, what's up, Cody?
Not much, man. What's up with you?
Oh, not a lot. What's new?
I don't know, man. Let's ask the 8-Ball.
Welcome to the season premiere, Ask the 8-Ball, season 2, episode 1.
Well, episode 1.
Episode 23.
Yeah, it's the Jordan episode. It's the GOAT episode.
With the GOAT himself, Eric Marshall.
Yeah.
And my sidekick,
You're
Scotty
ugly
Pippen.
like a goat.
You tip like Scotty Pippen, so it makes sense. And our special guest, the actual GOAT of comedy, probably in the world.
I'm an old goat here, that's for sure. This is a weird thing to do a podcast with people like this. Is almost like you're going to like a shrink, and these people are watching me do my session.
Yeah.
I should be laying on a couch while they look at me.
They're gonna comment.
We'll get a couch out for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm old. I could use it. I really could.
Willie Farrell is our guest.
Yeah.
You might know him from Showtime comedy series, The Godfathers of Comedy?
Yeah.
Any local comedy arena.
Stand a bit, get in the trunk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the Vegas
Yep.
scene.
Yes, the
Atlantic
Vegas
City
scene. Yeah. Yeah. All that. I used to do all that, and now
You're
I
in-
do nothing. Now I'm doing this.
That's
guess.
what I text Claudia
That's how you
before
know you're,
Yeah.
to see if she thought you'd be interested in being on. He's like, well, he's not doing anything. So
Exactly.
So
My
you know
daughter
your career's
knows.
bottomed out when you come on this show.
Exactly. Oh, I have to do a shout out, and I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if that's still like a rapper's thing from the '90s, but to my niece, Megan Schnoblin, Baby Megan, we call her.
Yep.
We call. It's funny. I'm Italian, so once you get a nickname with me, it stays. That's it. So she's Baby Megan, and she's 20. I don't know, 22 or something.
Yeah, 23.
But you know that we had a guy that I grew up with named Baby John Skyone, and Baby John Skyone now is 85.
He's still baby?
He's still Baby John.
well, it's like the old mobsters were like Babyface and
Yeah, exactly.
Or
They
like,
don't change. You got to keep
the
it.
guy in The Sopranos, Big Pussy was his name?
Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
This is until the day they killed him.
That show was based off of Willie's Family, I believe, right?
yeah.
Pretty close.
It was all the Farrells.
We were smarter than them. Yeah.
Willie, so I know you've seen some of our stuff, but in case
Yes.
we'll keep you up to date on what's going on here. Throughout the show, we'll do a segment called The Blitz.
Okay.
It's where I'll fire out 5-6 rapid-fire questions at you.
All right.
You'll give me what first answer pops in your head, then I'll ask Cody.
This is like a psychiatrist thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
essentially,
All right.
yeah.
All right.
We'll do ink blot.
We're gonna-
after.
I'm trying to
Say
figure
that,
out if you have like a,
Looks
what kind
like
of complex
two
you
bats,
have.
nailing each other.
Yes, exactly. We'll ask Cody and we'll compare. We'll see
That's
who's
right.
crazier.
Yeah.
We also do the Kyle McLean Low Life Piece of Shit of the Week award.
Okay. All
I
right.
don't know if you're familiar with Kyle McLean.
No, I'm not really. Who is he?
Low Life Piece of Shit's who he is. He owns.
I like that. I like a guy that holds a grudge. Is this somebody beat you up when you were 10 or something?
Yeah, well, he's just prettier than me, so I
No.
hate him for it.
Okay.
No, he's.
You hit a lot of people
then.
then.
Hello, Marjorie, and
Oh yeah. Well, I know the other guy, the
Nick.
House kid.
Nick,
Yeah.
yep, Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick, not a low life piece of shit.
Okay,
Kyle,
but
low
Kyle
life
is?
piece of shit, yeah.
Nick would win in a fight, though.
Absolutely. And we also started this new segment we do called the name game. Who is?
Okay.
And then I just.
And then we've got some pictures. I went and creeped on your Facebook and got some pictures.
All right.
And I want you to kind of explain the story behiund it.
Sure.
Do we?
Yeah,
we got a
I'll give
lot-
it my best shot.
All right.
Yeah, I drink a lot, so a lot of these they may be new to me too. So,
So
That's-
you got some Cody?
Well, the bit he talks about when Claudia was a baby, she tried
Yes.
to walk.
Yes.
And you're walking with her when you're drunk,
Yes.
trying to get to the bathroom.
She looked like she looked like a drunken midget, and and there were nights that I would come home from the club and I would be drunk, so both of us together were just stumbling through the house. It was cute as hell. We both took a dump on our pants. It was nice. It was funny. It was cute.
That's essentially Cody at the end of the podcast.
Exactly.
We'll get through these,
We get about this far into the Jameson. How about driving home back in the day after leaving the bars?
Yeah, you know where it's a whole different ball game now because now that happens to you now, you're screwed up. I can remember, and this happened to me once. There's a cop named Mike Moody. He's out there, good cop. And I don't know how he feels about cops. I love this guy. He had a brother named Pat Moody, who's also a cop who's passed since. His father, Bill Moody, was a sergeant of police. But anyway, Pat and Mike were policemen together. They worked together. They were a buddy team. And one night, I never got an OWI, never wanted one. One night, I got drunk out on the west side. We're going to come home, and I'm thinking, I'm going to be smart. So I got in the car, and I drove home. And at the time, I was living downtown over at Civic Center Court Apartments. And I get home, and I pull right in front of my apartment, and the car pulls up, and it's the Moody boys, Pat and
Like the Hardy
Mike.
Boys, but-
Yeah, and they just pull up, and they're laughing, and Mike says, "Are you home?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "Okay, you're here." And I looked at him, I said, "Hey, fuck you. I didn't do anything wrong. I know I didn't speed, so don't give me no bullshit." He said, "No, you didn't speed. You were going 5 miles an hour the entire way downtown and didn't stop at one light. The whole time, just like that." So, and that was back in the day when, you're home, get in your house, we'll talk about it later. Where now, you're tased and all kinds of shit happens.
That's funny. My grandpa told me a story when he was like in the 60s. He got an OWI.
Yeah.
And as he was getting pulled over, someone drove past. Someone must have been looking and sideswiped a car, and that person got the OWI.
Oh, really?
So he's in jail waiting. The guy comes in, puts another guy in jail. He goes, "What are you in for?" "I got an OWI." He goes, "What'd you do?" "Saw some guy get an OWI and sideswiped a car. Got an OWI."
I got one OWI in my life, and it was out on Court Avenue, and this is back in the 90s. And what happened was I just went on the wrong way on a one-way street, and so I'm literally underneath the sign. The sign's going that way, and my car's going the other way. And the cop comes out to stop me, and he's an Iowa Highway Patrolman. Not a policeman, but I saw the thing. He's an Iowa Highway Patrolman, and he comes up to the car and he goes, "You're on Court Avenue going the wrong way. Don't you know where in the hell you're at?" And I said, "You're a highway patrolman downtown. Don't you know where in the hell you're at?" And beat me like a piñata. So Mexicans from the south side came over and danced around me for the candy. Can you do that anymore? Can we talk? Okay.
Hit a pinata?
No, talk about Mexicans from the south side. Is that is that cancel culture? Okay, all right.
No, yeah,
I'm from the south
you're good
side.
on this.
All right, cool.
So I was creeping on you on the online.
Yeah.
And let me get this correct, since we're speaking of Italian nicknames.
All right.
Luigi Cockeyed Fratto. Am I saying
Cockeyed
that right?
Louie. Yeah. Fratto.
Fratto.
Yeah.
My apologies.
That was my father.
Yeah. And
Yes.
you said he was the original.
He was my dad grew up. My dad would be 112 if he was alive. He was born in 1908, which was before, it was the last year the Cubs won the World Series, as you know.
Yeah.
And as a kid growing up on the west side of Chicago, these kids all wanted to work for Al Capone. That was their goal in life. And he grew up in an area called the Patch, and they had a gang called the 42 Gang. And all these kids wanted to do was work for Capone, so they became little criminals, and that's what my father did. He worked for Capone. Capone liked him, and you wouldn't think it would be a promotion, but he actually sent him here to Des Moines in 1939 to, there was gambling, there was liquor, there was everything. And my father came here just, this was on his way to becoming a bigger gangster, meets my mother, who was from the south side of Des Moines, and decides to get married and stay here forever. Until he passed, but my dad was in front of. I don't know if anybody knows this, but he was in front of. Did you ever watch The Godfather when Michael Corleone goes in front of the Senate crime committees?
Absolutely.
All right, my father went in front of 4 of those, for real. There's if you YouTube it, my dad is actually getting grilled by Robert Kennedy. And Robert Kennedy's asking him if he knows Jimmy Hoffa, who was actually a good friend of my dad's. And,
So you know where he's buried?
He's not buried. He's burned up. Or he's in the ether.
Allegedly.
But but anyway, my father kept taking the Fifth Amendment during the whole thing, and it's a pretty funny thing to watch.
Nice. I'll go check that out.
Yeah.
But, City View referred to him actually as Des Moines' most notorious mob associate.
Yeah.
Is that a fair statement?
That was it. Yeah, that was.
And your
deal.
brother, his name's Tommy?
Yeah, I had 3 brothers and a sister. Tommy was the oldest. 11 months and 12 days younger was my brother Frankie, who was a hell of a sports star at Dowling High School. He was all-state baseball, all-state basketball, 5'6". Went to Arizona State, played with Reggie Jackson for a year.
Oh, wow.
What happened was, after my father died in '67, my brother Frankie quit school to come take care of the family, and in the process gets killed in a plane crash in 1969 with Rocky Marciano. And
Really?
he was a 22-year-old kid. And and my brother Frankie died, so my brother Tommy was the next in line, and whatever, and that's how it happened. And I had a brother Johnny who was a character in himself. If you want to really Google somebody funny, Johnny was a regular on the Howard Stern show.
Okay.
Did a lot of things, but he died in 2015 of lung cancer. But a character like no other. It's funny. I'm the one that's the comic in the family, and I'm probably the most sane out of all these fuckers. So,
But which one drinks the most?
me by far. Like I always said, this liver ain't going to kill itself. So you gotta.
Well, I used to go and visit Tommy when he owned 4th Street Italian Beef.
Yes.
And it was fantastic.
Yeah, it was great. Those are Italian beef sandwiches.
Yeah, at Barclays, you go over at 4th Street. It's right across from where Copper Cup's at now.
Yeah.
essentially,
Okay, gotcha.
where
If you want the original, if you go to Chicago, you go to the North Street. It's Johnny's North Side, and that's where Tommy got the recipe for that.
they were fantastic. He was just in there at 2 in the morning doing drunk people. You got a line.
And my brother Tommy is a miracle himself. He's 73. He's about 2.5 feet tall. No, he's actually he's actually 5'2". He looks just like the world's most interesting man.
Okay.
And he has 8 children by 5 different women.
Wow.
He's never been with a woman over 30 years old, and most of them are literally 2 feet taller than him. And he's, it's funny because I still tell my sister to this day, well, we need to get him neutered. She goes, he's 73. I said, he's still got, I think he's still got a bullet in the chamber. We got to stop him because he may come up with the next little Hitler. I don't know.
They make pills for that now, so he's still got a chance.
No, yeah, he's something. He's a trip.
Oh yeah, and then also we talked before the show too. Your nephew Frankie.
Yes.
Frankie Farrell.
Yes.
He's fairly well known in the community, bar owner.
Yes.
Now has the Vampire Bar. I can't think. Of
the Black Sheep. I went down there. It's right by Cervecia, which is a really good place. But you go down there, and it's all weird and the lighting. And he gave me a drink that had something. I think he roofied me. I think my nephew roofied me because he gave me a drink, and I don't remember much after that. But Frankie's quite the entrepreneur. He's kind of like his dad. I mean, he's always been a little ahead of his time, but he's a brilliant kid. Yeah, he's a great kid, and he's got a new wife, Hannah, and he's got 2 beautiful kids.
Oh yeah,
he's a good kid. I'm proud of him. Yeah. Love him.
Now, one other person not necessarily in your family, but might as well be local weatherman Ed Wilson.
That's my. And let me tell you something about Ed. What people don't know. Forget about Ron Burgundy. Someone must have came in town and saw Ed and wrote Ron Burgundy because Ed Wilson was Ron Burgundy. Ed Wilson used to do, I met Ed 30 years ago. Ed, when he first started at WHO, they make the Cub reporters go out and always find a story. Yep. And his story was he was going to be a stand-up comic. So he found me then 30 years ago, and we became close friends. But Ed used to come to the Italian Fest back when it was behind the Hy-Vee, and he would pull up in his SUV, and he had a jug of scotch. I don't even know where you could find it. It was a keg of scotch. I don't know. And we would sit in the car and drink it and drink it and drink it. And then they'd knock on the thing and say, Ed, you got to go do the weather. And I would open the door and just fall, puddle. I'm a puddle. And Ed would he would turn that shit on.
Oh, yeah.
And let me tell you, I can't tell how many times you've seen Ed on TV, and I was with him 20 minutes before drinking our brains out. Because this guy is, and you go see this guy, you go to the fair, you go wherever, and I don't care who it is, he is the most generous, most loving fella, and that's really who he is. And I couldn't put up with the bullshit he puts up with, these weird motherfuckers that show up, don't want to talk to him, and Ed's always a gentleman. So whatever you think of Ed Wilson's a wonderful guy.
I mean, you're a bar guy when you have a cocktail named after you.
Yes.
Like a Juniper Moon, they have
Ed
Wilson drink.
Oh, and he can drink. Well, he's a big. I mean, if you ever run in person, he's got a head like a Saint Bernard. I mean, he's got this giant head. But I love him.
A walking bobblehead.
Love him. Yeah.
So in one of your stand-up bits, speaking of your dad, you said you wanted to get a paper route, and you say went to the neighbor's house to collect. Came back with $32,000.
Well, I always said my father helped me get a paper route. One day he helped me collect $32,000. Yes. That's why I didn't think we had to break Mrs. Johnson's arms, and he said, "Fuck her, she's lucky she didn't get whacked."
So being that your dad was a gangster, where are all the bodies hidden in Des Moines? Like in Vegas, they put them out in the desert. What do they do here?
No, they take them out of Des Moines. You don't want to leave them in Des Moines. People are always looking for shit.
Are you asking him to snitch right now?
Yeah. Well, you
see how good of an Italian really is.
A rat on somebody?
Wow.
Yeah.
So one of our buddies, I don't know if you know him, but Bruce Huckfeld.
That name sounds familiar. I think I do know him. Yeah.
He runs around in American flag shorts. With nothing
okay.
else on.
All right. Yeah.
So his dad went to one of your stand-up bits over 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And you're the reason he got married.
Is this the guy that it was a corporate show that I actually forced the guy to marry the woman? Is that the...
It was whatever car company he was working for.
I did a gig one time, and I'm not exactly precise, but it was a corporate gig, and they said, okay, here's the deal. You're going to do this thing, and you're going to go in, and you're going to make fun of the people, and then you're going to ask the guy, if you love her so much, why don't you ask her to marry you? And he's going to say, will you marry me? And the girl already set it up to where, it was at the Embassy Suites. We actually went from one room into the other room where it always set up with a pastor and everything.
Oh, no, this wasn't.
That wasn't it?
No.
Well, I think that guy killed her eventually.
So this...
But he's buried outside of Des Moines.
Always buried outside of Des Moines. They checked with us, we took him outside.
Yeah.
This one was, like I said, over 20 years ago, and I don't remember where they're at, but you're doing a bit.
Yeah.
And you said, hey, is this your wife? And he says, no. And says, your girlfriend? Says, yeah. How long you been with her? 9 years. And you made fun of him. The very next day, he went to the courthouse.
Oh, wow.
Married her.
And
I've done.
I mean, when you do so many shows, you do some crazy shit. I've done things. I remember one night, the worst night of comedy for me, I think it may have been the funniest night. I was at the Funny Bone one night, and there was a person in the crowd and had a leather coat on with a backwards baseball hat, and I'm looking through the crowd, having fun. I said, "So, what's your name, pal?" Well, and he goes, "Lori," and it was a girl, and it's a big lesbian girl, and so I try to defend myself by saying, "Fuck, well, look, anybody look at her and tell me." So now I'm backpedaling. And now I'm asking people in the front what they do for a living, and I look at this one guy, and the place is packed, and I said, "What do you do for a living?" He goes, "I'm on disability." And I said, "Why?" And the guy goes like this. He had one leg, and I mean not one leg. I mean there was one leg, and the other shit was cut off all the way by the crotch. So you couldn't even. There was no. Not even a stump. Just one leg. And so I had to tell the crowd, okay, let's see how bad I fucked up here. If you think the lesbian thing was horrible. Look at this guy.
What about Night Train at the Hoyt Sherman show you did?
Oh, you know what? The only reason I can remember that at all is because it was. I know it's on a clip, but yeah, just some old black dude was in the front crowd, and I asked him what his name was, and he said it was Night Train. And
you said you were going to go hang out with him afterwards. Did you?
Oh yeah. I
really?
had a couple cocktails. He was just an old. Yeah, he looked like one of the original Temptations or something. He was fun. That was a fun night. Yeah.
Now, on the topic of corporate gigs you've done, there's a little corporation called Dark Side of the Spoon. Don't know if you've heard of it. Owned by Annie Baldwin.
Oh, I know Annie and Tom real well.
Yeah, very lovely lady.
Yeah.
Tom's nice too.
He's going to pat himself on the back here in a minute.
But probably 10 years ago, you did our Christmas party at Third Base Sports Bar.
Did that go bad? Probably did.
Here's the thing.
That's why they haven't had you back, Willie.
It's funny because I helped you write the jokes.
Yeah.
But you might not remember this because I was just a little peon back then. Now I'm just
Still are.
But so this was.
He likes when the girls pee on him.
I don't know, 10 years ago. And our executive producer, actually, of the show, his name is Zach Tobis. He's our Jewish friend.
Yes.
And he wrote a joke about how one of our waitresses loves barbacks but hates Jews.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember this joke?
No, I do not. I always try to black out the horrible shit.
It was a fantastic joke. And I think most people booed, but 3 people clapped.
Okay, that's.
Were you one of them?
Let me tell you what. I've learned a lesson. Probably one of the worst things ever happened to me. I did a corporate gig, and like I said, I do hundreds of these. And I'm doing this gig one night, and for a big company, and a lot of times what I have the people do is give me a list of people's names and things about them, so I don't have to go poking for people. It's already there. And so they're giving me all this stuff, and it was all good stuff. And finally, right before I go on, this woman comes up, and she's drunk, which I should have known right there, and she goes, ask about Bob and Sharon. Ask about Bob and Sharon. I thought I read Bob and Sharon. So now I'm in there doing the show, and I'm killing. I mean, it's just ba boom, ba bang. I'm all full of myself. I got 5 minutes left in the show. And I said, so, hey, what about this Bob and Sharon? Woman jumps up, screaming, crying, runs out of the building. Guy just slams his head on the desk. They're having an affair, and it was a horrible, horrible thing. Now at this point, I'm just like, hey, I'm not Kreskin. I don't know who in the fuck they were. It's written on this piece of paper. It's not. And, literally the president of the company came up to me later and said, it wasn't on you, but I've learned that if a drunken secretary says anything, don't write that down. So
I feel like drunken secretaries would be right in your brother's ballpark, though.
Exactly. If they're under 30.
Exactly. Yeah, always under 30 and over 6 foot. Under 30, over 6 foot.
Did you prefer doing shows Vegas, Atlantic City, corporate, or your cruise ships you did?
Well, I hate the cruise ships. I tried to kill myself every time. By the end of the second week, if I had to do 2 weeks, I was on the front like Leonardo DiCaprio.
You just wait to.
I'm king of the world. And when it
goes down, you end up on the door somehow.
I love Atlantic City, and it's funny when I do Atlantic City. I work a place it's called the Borgata, and it's a beautiful room. It's 1,000-seater. They fill it every night. And I don't go by Willie Farrell. I go by my original name, which is Willie Farrell, because it's nothing but Italians. It looks like a casting call for The Sopranos. Every fucking guy in there's got a tracksuit and a bunch of gold on, and those are my people. So I mean, I love doing that, and I love Vegas. I've been doing Vegas for 30-some years.
You do the LA Comedy Club quite a
Yeah,
bit too.
it's
don't you?
at the Stratosphere. What happens with me is I find a club that I like and that takes care of me, and I usually stick with it. I've done. I've had a lot of like what I consider home clubs. I used to the Riviera when it was around. I used to love that club, and Tropicana. I used to work there quite a bit. There's a couple really good clubs. Brad Garrett's got a great club that I'd like to work, but the Strat takes care of me. The LA Comedy Club takes care of me. So you dance with the person that brought you, right?
Okay.
So.
I like it. Well, we're going to take a quick break. Go to our fake sponsor of the week.
Okay, cool.
Not opposed to our real sponsor.
Sure. Who's the fake sponsor?
Fake sponsor. We decide that after we record.
Oh, okay. All right. Sounds good to me.
Real sponsors, Bebops.
Yes.
And
Sliders. The Sliders. The Bear says the Sliders are the best in the world.
The
there
Bear.
you go.
That's Claudia, though we call her the Bear.
Every Italian gets a nickname. You said, right?
Yeah, she's been the Bear. She's been the Bear her whole life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So after that,
What do you nickname your wife?
The boss.
Tried to set you up there.
Yeah.
you failed on that one. We'll be right back after a word from fake sponsor of the week.
Mary Jane is your normal teenage girl. She gets good grades in school and enjoys hanging out with her friends. Ooh, looks like Mary's friends are about to light a marijuana cigarette. No, Mary, don't do it. Think about what it'll do to you. First you'll get addicted. Next you will have no choice but to move on to heroin. And finally you will die. Good job, Mary Jane. You did the right thing. Follow Mary's lead, kids. Pot's not hot.
Thank you to our fake sponsor of the week. It's fantastic. Fake sponsor.
Yeah.
What's great is we don't even know
That's
the
the
fake
best
sponsor
fake
is,
sponsor of the week.
back.
That's
Cool.
that's the best fake sponsor of season 2 so far.
You know what? Let's shoot for the moon. Thank you, Mercedes. Thank you, Cadillac.
Thank you, Donald Trump. No,
Yeah,
no,
there you
no.
Okay, well, we're going to keep listeners here. You get political. We divide.
Sorry.
right.
Thank you, LeBron James,
There you go.
Michael Jordan.
That's right.
And Kobe's family.
Exactly.
All right,
Yeah.
let's go ahead and kick into a little segment that we like to call the Blitz.
All right.
Hot, hike!
It's a blitz. It's a blitz. It's a blitz. Yeah, it's a blitz. Let's go.
All right, Blitz. 5, 6. This week it's actually 6 rapid fire questions. I'll
Okay.
ask you, you answer them. Then I'll go to Cody. Afterwards, we'll compare.
All right.
All right. Question number 1.
This is gonna suck for me. I already can tell.
Well, like life. Question number 1. Best mafia movie show ever made.
The Godfathers 1 and 2, Casino, Goodfellas, Bronx Tale. As far as a show, Sopranos.
Nice. Question 2. Which serial killer do you relate to the most?
Ted Bundy, because I like the chicks. You know, that's.
I didn't know how I was even going to answer that. That's solid.
That's hilarious.
Question 3. One pasta dish the rest of your life. What is it?
I'm easy. It's pastaccina,
Pasta dish.
which is it's just a sauce, meatballs, hard-boiled eggs. Yeah, it's
I'm gonna
good.
probably
It's
go with
good.
that one. Change my answer.
Pastaccina.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, if you go to Paisanos on
Southwest Ninth?
yeah, they have a dish it's called the Aunt Mary's, and it's a pastaccina pizza, which is very good.
Okay. Question 4. Worst comic you've ever worked with?
Really, the worst?
The worst. Like, who was you like?
Me on a bad night. Yeah.
The correct answer was Cody during the show.
Hey, well, that's because I'm a comic and you're not.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I'm just a host. Question 5. Would you rather have the Rona again or be forced to watch The Big Bang Theory on repeat?
Oh, you know what? See, I must show my age. I like the Big Bang.
Yes. Yes.
I like the Big Bang Theory.
Yes.
I
That's 3 guests in a row like the Big Bang Theory.
Come on, Bob Newhart as Dr. Proton.
Oh God, he's
As,
funny. Bob
Professor
Newhart's
Proton.
awesome.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's been a good podcast this week, guys. We'll see you next time.
When Krepke, when he and Krepke played basketball against each
Yes.
other,
That episode was
hysterical.
on yesterday.
That was physical comedy. That was good.
Oh
Okay.
God. Anytime.
I feel like I'm on the cruise ship. You tried to
No,
put yourself on.
he's Sheldon Cooper. You know how Sheldon
Oh, yeah.
always twists everything,
right.
and like
You know, I tried to sit there at first, and he told me to get out of his seat.
right.
So,
All right. And last question. Is the Cardi B song WAP offensive to Italians?
yeah, I had to look it up. It's not WOP, it's WAP, so
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. But if it was WOP, bitch, we fight.
Right? Cardi B wants none of
That's
that.
right, yeah.
All right. That was the Blitz for you, Willie. Cody, you're up.
All right, let's go.
Best mafia movie show ever made.
The best one would be Godfather 1. My favorite would be Goodfellas though.
Two's better than 1, but whatever. Anyways, Cody, wrong answer. Question 2: which serial killer do you relate to the most?
Ted Bundy, just because I did a report on him in high school.
Were you thinking of...
You little copycat motherfucker!
I'm also a fan of Al Bundy, so I thought they were related.
Ted Bundy didn't put his hands down in front of his pants.
He
after
should have. He would have
murdered
gotten away with it.
Cody, question 3: one pasta dish for the rest of your life. What is it? And cottage cheese and hard-boiled eggs does not count.
Also, don't. If you say Fazoli's, I'll bitch slap you.
A good chick parm.
Okay.
Biaggi's has a great chick parm.
Okay.
Okay. Nice. We go chain Italian when you say that. It's nice.
Yeah. I was about ready to say that myself. Yeah.
Worst comic you've ever seen? Not worked with.
Ever seen? What's his name from
Chris Kattan?
Chris Kattan, yep. That's the only show I've ever left early on. We were maybe there for 20 minutes and we got
Where's he at the Bone?
Here's the Bone.
Yeah, well, he's the one that does Mongo or whatever.
Yeah,
Little,
he did the same mango joke or whatever it
He
is
was
like
fucked
4
up,
times
you
in a
know,
row. He kept
You
just
might-
doing the
was
same
Jack
joke.
that made me used
He was hammered.
Yeah, he was so... Well, you know, he was drunk. He was on something.
TJ Miller though was hilarious, but got drunk at the end and started getting like into his feelings, and that was funny.
Real quick story. Of quite a few years ago, I worked with Sam Kinison at the Funny Bone.
Okay.
They brought him in, and the first show he came in, his management brought him in. He went to the back room. This was the old 86th and Hickman Club. Went underneath the manager's desk, Mark Johnson's desk, and threw up. They had to pull him out of there. He came up and did the show. People were walking out in droves. I mean, it was just horrible. And Mark Johnson's sitting back there going, well, what are we supposed to do? They brought him back there. They got him sobered up. Second show, he was Kinnison. It was unbelievable.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, question 5 for you, Cody. Would you rather get the Rona or force me to watch The Big Bang Theory?
Oh God, force you to watch. That'd be the highlight. of my,
Toothpicks in
of
your
my-
eyes.
That'd be the highlight of my COVID season.
Yeah, I'm not saying people should off themselves, but I...
So, okay, if you don't like Big Bang, what do you consider great comedy then? I mean, as far as a show, a sitcom.
Like on TV, I don't know. See, I was a big Office fan, Seinfeld fan.
I love Office. My daughter and
Seinfeld.
my daughter and I can go back and forth Seinfeld episodes one after another.
But if we're going like like network TV,
Yeah.
Larry or Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Curb, yeah. Well, that's where Seinfeld came from. Yeah.
But that's like the dirty Seinfeld.
Yeah,
But see,
Yeah.
see, do you consider Married with Children a comedy?
Oh yeah, Married to Children.
That's
is
my
there, too.
favorite.
You know, it's kind of funny when you go back in time and you watch some of the older comedies. You know, they don't hold up quite as much. You know, it's funny. I was talking the other day with somebody. And the fact of the matter is, I don't even know if they, in this day and age, if you could even have the Red Fox show anymore. The Stanford Sons. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, yeah.
You couldn't have
or All in the
Married with
Family.
Children would get
I
canceled.
don't even know
Yeah.
if you could have
When
the
he makes
Office
fun of all the fat girls.
Yeah.
Like when he kisses Oscar. I
Yeah.
don't know if you can do it anymore.
Yeah.
Unless you're into
Is
it.
there one more question?
Oh yeah. And do you personally find Cardi B's WAP to be offensive towards Italians?
That's when you asked me a couple weeks ago what WAP meant. I was thinking, like, isn't that an Italian thing?
That's
Do you know what the
Go-to?
acronym for that is? Do you know what
I don't.
WAP means?
Well, I know what WAP means.
Without papers, right?
Without papers. Yeah.
Oh,
exactly,
okay.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
Well, do your history work, Cody. WAP. Yeah, what's WAP mean?
Wet ass. I'm not going to say my daughter's.
Cody,
I know what it is because I Googled it. That's how hip I am.
Yeah, I asked a couple weeks ago and nobody knew what it was. I only knew because I had Googled it myself.
Yeah.
'Cause it just came out.
Well, I watched her do it, and I'm watching. I'm going, what the fuck is? You know, it was kind of pissing me off. So I said, well, I'm going to look this up, and then I looked it up, and I was like, well, okay, that's whatever.
Yeah, that's fair.
Have you listened to the song?
Just bits and pieces.
What do you think of it?
I don't know. My daughter, me and my daughter share like a thing for music, and I'll put some of my songs to teach, and she's very good at. She likes what I like. She likes the old stuff, and then once in a while she'll put something on there to drive me nuts. Not the Miley Cyrus. I'm gonna put cocaine in your ass or whatever it is.
That's an old Italian thing, I think. I'm not
What
sure.
is it? Molly Cyrus.
Molly Cyrus. Oh,
So yeah, I got my wife in the car, and all of a sudden I said, "Hey, it's just one of Claudia's songs. I'm gonna put cocaine in your ass." I said, what are we listening to? Yeah.
So,
Well, we like to drink on stage too.
Yeah.
So
All right.
cheers. Let's cheers.
Here we go.
Do a shot break.
so since you obviously have the connections on things,
Yes.
I have a local question for you.
Okay.
And I wondered this for a while, and then I think Cody Snapchatted it a week or two ago, or somebody did. Family Video.
Yeah.
Has to be a drug front, right?
I Snapchatted it a couple days ago. Yeah.
Has to be, because no one rents video. Like Redbox.
There's the
Yeah,
one still
yeah.
open on University and like.
There's a
6th or something.
Blockbuster over like on 19th and Vine or something still, I think.
No, that's Family Video.
Is that what it is, Family Video?
Yeah, that's
what I
the
saw.
only Blockbuster still open is
You know,
is
you
a
want to
90s
make fun,
themed-
but or is it, maybe it's just really, really poor people, and you gotta really.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I mean-
I don't know.
Because
I don't-
there's
yeah.
one in Urbandale and then there's one at 19th and Vine there.
My wife thinks everything's laundry.
That's what-
money laundry. My wife
yes.
thinks everything she sees is like they're laundering money. That's what she thinks.
Everything like-
You see Family Video.
She,
That person
and
walking
then
down the
she
s-
watched. Yeah, then she watched Ozarks and everything. It just she doubled up on everything. So
Between
everything's-
Family Video and every store in Valley West Mall, it's all money laundering.
You know that it is so sad. You think Valley West Mall's sad? Go over to Southridge
Oh,
if
yes.
you really want to start to feel bad about things.
It's a Target, a Shoe Carnival, and DMAC.
Yeah,
It's,
put-
Forever 21 or something
You know
like
what? They're getting smart though. They put a Ross in there, and
for
Shoe
Less.
Carnival. And, I mean, they're putting stuff that they obviously should have in there.
Yeah.
But it's sad. You know, it's sad because I mean, growing up. I mean, not growing up, but the malls used to be a fun place to go. I don't know why everybody just wants to stay home and do shit. I mean.
Yeah.
Get out. I mean, Christmas time. That was the funnest things I ever did for my daughter when she was young was getting liquored up and going Christmas shopping. That was
Getting her
fun.
liquored up, or
Well, yeah. No, she used to drive, but she was 9. But
she was 9.
Safe.
no, but I mean that used to be a fun thing to go out and shop and look for things. And I don't know how people. My wife does. I mean, every day the what do you call it? The Amazon guys there every
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
But I mean, like when I go shopping, like I wear a lot of suits on stage. That's what I do. I could no sooner shop for a suit online. I got to go try it on.
yeah.
And, you know, you got to see if you can shoot the cuffs and all that works. You know.
That's so we were discussing this earlier. I'm like, Marsh, should we show up in suits just to make Willie feel comfortable?
If you would have told me, I'd have put one on tonight.
I half expecting you to wear one.
You know what I did the other day? Seriously, I put on a suit up in my house and walked around in it just
Just to feel normal.
yeah, just to feel like I was
Is that just a you thing? Is that an Italian thing? Or
I think I think it's a little bit of Italian thing, but I mean with me as I never feel more alive than when I got my suit on. I just feel
Yeah.
that's why I work comedy clubs, which normally you look okay, but I mean I've done some one-nighters before where it's obviously a jean and t-shirt kind of crowd,
Right.
and I don't feel I have a character that I bring up, and he's a guy in a suit. So
yeah,
that's
it's
what I
like
to do.
Barney. Do you watch How I Met Your Mother?
Yeah.
Barney Stinson.
Oh, more great shows.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, he doesn't like that either.
No, it's fantastic.
Okay, it was okay. How it was all right. It's not in the level of
Big Bang,
Did
yeah.
you take it as a compliment if he, what's the dude's name from Big Bang Theory?
Sheldon
if
Cooper.
He called you Sheldon Cooper?
I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. No,
That's
he's
why
a
I
strange
I
ass.
called him Sheldon Cooper. I didn't mean it as a
Yeah, all the
compliment.
time when he's drunk.
Yeah.
Call him
I didn't mean it as
Well,
a
yeah,
compliment
but no,
toward
you
him.
seem like you want your way all the time, and
Yes.
you actually seem like it's your way or the highway
And I'm
kind
the
of
very
deal.
intelligent one.
Oh, there you go. So that's exactly.
That's he's just the more stubborn one.
Yeah.
Well, some of us are from Fort Dodge, and some of us are me and Willie. So.
First,
You're
yes.
a character of some sort. I don't know what it is. You're like a little minion or something. You got that? I don't know exactly.
So hang on. That was gonna be one of my questions. So
why'd you cut him off
you
when
do
you started to roast
you do
him?
you do roast or crowd work.
Yeah.
Could you roast me and Marshall real quick?
I'm not real. I mean, I think I'm a kind guy, but no, you're a little fire plug kind of guy. You look like a badass, but then you have the face of like a cupcake. I mean, you're confusing to me because this all says I'll kick your ass, but then you got look at the fucking face. You're the howdy doody,
Yeah, he's got fake teeth.
and you're just a big skinny prick. I mean, that's
And that's fair. And I'm
He
good
looks
with
like a praying mantis.
He's very long, very long.
yeah.
You know, I still
Very
because
mannequins are tough.
you're 30-some years old. Tattoos just they amaze me. I mean, I'm trying to figure out because to me, if I was to get a tattoo, it's got to be. It would have to mean a lot.
Yeah.
It'd have to. Do you have any tattoos?
I do.
that. Yeah. What are your
Where are they? You're just a weird son of a bitch. Where are
I
they?
got one here.
What the fuck is that?
You know,
Did you do that in prison? When did you do that?
That's the Lehigh slogan and motto.
We're gonna have to get a picture of that. For
On
the
my
video.
leg.
We're gonna have to get a picture of that for
Oh,
the
that's
video.
right.
I also got one on my back.
Some guy named Butch
Show
did
him-
that
show
with
him- hey,
a
hold on.
broken
Show
off
him the one on your
Coke
leg.
bottle.
Hold on, wait. You got one.
Show him
on
the-
your back?
show me the one on your leg.
Where else do you have?
I got one on my butt cheek.
Do you really? This show's over.
I used to be, so growing up I was very, very shy. And about 16 years old, one of the older kids, he's like 20.
Oh,
got
God,
me out,
this is turning
got
into
me
one
out,
of them
started getting me into the bar,
priest,
drinking, having fun
altar
and
boys
stuff.
things.
Yeah,
Ugh.
Subway.
And what's that?
We got Subway.
Yeah. So I got his name and a saying on my ass.
You know what? We don't have to talk anymore about that.
Show me the one on your leg.
I'm more comfortable than you at
It's
this point.
fine. It's a Mexican crayfish, and it says that shit cray in Spanish.
Well, here's the weird thing about it is I'm looking at your tattoos, and yours are like kind of sketchy, like someone did it in the middle of the night, like underneath
This one I actually did
a
myself.
sleeping cot or
This one
something,
myself.
you know. But it's very short and abrupt, and let's just do this and get it over with. And you, like, apparently went, just do whatever, you know, just
Pay me like one of your
yeah. I'm so God, I mean, you've got.
That's what he
but I'm
says at
trying
bar
to-
clothes.
What is that?
That's a cue with the princess crown for my daughter.
Okay, for your daughter. Okay, all right, okay.
But then he has
good
Kobe
save.
forever.
I got
Good
a
save.
Star Wars tattoo, a Kobe Bryant tattoo.
You know what? Let me tell you something.
He's got a cover up.
If you have like the fucking Roadrunner on you, the whole thing's over with.
No, don't run on you. Yeah,
He
on
has
my
a
back-
what?
On my back, I have my hand patting myself and says "Good job."
You know what's funny is my brother Johnny, and once again I want you to Google him because he was quite the character.
Absolutely.
I always said, and I always meant this, that after you get to a certain age, there's certain shit you can't do anymore. For instance, you get past 50, you can't get a tattoo unless you've had a tattoo before. Like if you were in the service earlier and you want to freshen up a tattoo, I understand that. You can't start to ride a motorcycle if you've never rode one before.
Right.
You can't have a ponytail. Well, fuck, you can never have a ponytail. But the point is, my brother Johnny moved out to L.A., and he was an extravagant kind of guy, but he got a tattoo, and he went bananas after that. And I honestly believe, and you probably feel the same way. It's almost an addiction at this point.
Yeah,
he
oh, yeah.
could not stop himself. He got at 60 years old. He got sleeves. And I mean,
they are
and I
addicting.
gotta be honest with you, they look fantastic. He got my brother Frankie, the one I told you was killed. He got him on his arm.
Okay.
He did himself up, and after seeing what he did and him explaining to me that, it was like, okay, I've changed my view on it, I guess.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's like it's a good needle to be a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're
I'm looking.
addicting.
How long ago were any of these?
Well, my first one I got was 18, so it's been
Okay.
accumulated over the years.
All right,
This
all
is
right.
probably my last. The Kobe one I got.
Yeah.
So within the year, these last two.
Okay.
The one on his arm goes around as a cover up. He
Yeah,
he
this
had
is a
he had a
barbed
barbed wire.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
I got tattoos that cover
stupid is
both.
well,
that?
I mean, but they're extravagant.
my
Yours
God.
is just like somebody got drunk and took a wire and lit it on fire and carve this in my leg.
Your tattoos look like you got bought for a pack of smokes once.
It looks like he got tattooed against his will. It's what it looks like. He didn't hold still for any of it. Just
My buddy Fresh, as a freshman in high school, passed out at a party. They started tattooing Freshmen on his shoulder with a
Yeah.
needle and pen.
Is that what I call them?
And he woke up when it got to Fresh,
wow.
and that's why his nickname is Fresh. Now,
You know, just the fact that it got all the way to fresh.
he was
You should have probably brought him to the hospital.
he was
a
a
lot
bottle of
earlier
Dewar's.
than that.
He was a bottle of Dewar's
Yeah,
deep.
okay, no.
Maybe you should just not hang out in
Yeah.
TeeHee or Fort Dodge.
I should hang out with you instead.
I forgot where the show's
I'm just
at.
gonna go to
I
the-
think we've lost our place.
Well, no, yeah. So
Okay.
we're gonna do one of two things. I'll let you guys decide. We can either go into the name game, who is,
Okay.
or we can go over a few pictures of yours that we.
I'll do
let's-
whatever you guys want to do.
Let's do some pictures. I got some
All right.
Okay,
pictures I want.
Now the pictures they will be. If you're watching on YouTube, you'll be able to see them during this. If
Yeah.
you're not, if you're just listening, that's too bad.
Yeah.
How do I see the pictures?
Well, we'll show them to you right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
So this one I got, and I was listening to your stand-up while I was watching, so you can see I screenshotted. The thing.
Oh, wow, okay.
Why are his pants?
This
Is that you?
Yes, this
Why are
is
your pants so
this
high?
is 1975. I'm a year out of high school, and understand. I mean, this is the whole Saturday Night Live thing.
Hey, look at
That's
that.
Mike
What's up?
Pawnee, who actually runs a Blank Golf Course. He's the manager of Blank Golf, and that's my buddy Craig Costner. And we were down in Florida. I was visiting a woman that I was dating when I was in high school. There was a Blue Max bar downtown, which is the old Hotel Kirkwood. There was a bar there called the Blue Max, and there was a woman named Gloria. And Gloria, for some reason, liked me a lot. And she was 38, and I was 17, and she was my girlfriend. And So we went to see her down
Will
in
Ferrell,
Florida.
right.
Well, here's the funny thing: is I would like to see her now. I'd like to go visit her in Florida. She's 87.
Is she still alive?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure she busted a hip or something. But yeah, that was kind of a look back then. I
Was
mean,
that really?
it's
That's-
hard to believe, but yeah, the shirt's all the way down. But
Yeah,
I
your
think
shirt's unbuttoned to your pants.
I think I look cute. But to my defense, my pants are all the way up to my nipples.
yeah,
So,
that's very true.
yeah.
All right, now I got one for you here. This one's from your Facebook, actually.
Okay, that is at the Gas Lamp. We did a show that was during the Beast Village. And it's Ben Hewlin, who's the guy at Adventureland.
Yep.
It's Johnny Bush's Triple Espresso.
Johnny Bush is
and
hilarious.
and that's Dwayne Clark, who opens for me a lot at the Funny Bone. Dwayne Clark is a very funny guy from Arkansas, who is also one of the best guitar players you'll ever meet. He's classically trained.
Okay.
I mean, and he can play, and one of the smartest guys I've ever met in my life.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So we were just talking about suits.
Yeah.
What the fuck is up with this suit, Willie?
Oh, that's fantastic.
That's in
What
Vegas.
is-
Yeah, that's just. I mean,
those
that's
who
what I'm
can't
doing,
see it.
and that's my beautiful wife.
It's
And matter of fact, I put that up today because it came as a memory, and I said if the coronavirus was clothing, this would be. But that's me. That's what I like to do. That's fun. That's when I have my best shows when I'm looking like that.
When you look like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
'Cause
what
that's-
about this? Looks like a swimming pool suit.
Oh God, I didn't even know that was up.
Oh, that was from. That looks like
Jesus
it's. Oh, that's
Christ!
From, you're tagging that. That's on Claudia's page.
Oh, thanks, Claudia. I look like Hyman Roth from Godfather 2.
I'll
Yeah,
show the audience
yeah.
so they can see.
Yeah.
Just.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
You should get
I
a-
don't even have that picture.
with
Let's see
that,
how
you
you like them sunglasses. Those are gigantic.
OnlyFans.com.
I know. Holy Lord.
So this one, was this intentional, or did you just run across this? Says
No,
Willie's
we were
cock.
down last year. We went to Mardi Gras
Oh, okay.
with some friends. And if you've ever been to Mardi Gras,
Never have.
I mean, that's insane.
Yeah.
And there was a big sign that said Willie's Cocktail. And of course, I had to take a picture with my buddy. That's my buddy Brian Morse. Matter of fact, we're leaving Thursday to go down. We're supposed to go to the Gulf Shores to have some fun, and Hurricane Laura's down there. So
Okay.
you may never see me again.
Here's my last one I have of you and probably the two funniest people you've ever met.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I do not remember that.
See, that was that's because it was so funny. You had to
Where?
block it out. That was
This is
a funny
the
one.
this is the funny one. Wow. Okay.
That was
It's just you asking Nate Ball in advance.
Look at us. We look good. I look
Yeah.
like a former teacher that
That
you
was
had.
that was actually about 2 years ago because it was during the fair 2 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Okay.
This is the last one. I think this is that must be your grandmother?
That's my mother.
Oh, your mother?
That's
Wow,
my brother
Cody,
Tommy.
wow.
Sorry.
This is at least 30 some years ago. That's my brother Tommy. That's my sister Carmi Lou. That's me. That's my mother, and that's my brother Johnny Lou. Right there. Yeah. And this is a picture. This is right before she passed. I think she was like 78 then. And that's one of the last pictures
Family
of all
picture?
of us together.
Oh,
yeah.
that's a nice, very nice family
Yeah.
picture. I like that. So
Okay. So that's all the pictures I had.
I've got more, but that's really, I mean,
Yeah.
that's only the good ones.
so-
Actually, here's one more.
more.
One more.
That's my brother Johnny Lou.
That's him.
Yeah, what
Show
a
the crowd.
handsome fellow that kid was. Yeah,
He's-
he was something else. He was
He looks-
yeah.
Yeah.
Google Johnny Fratto, you'll see him. He was something else.
All right. Let's get into a little bit about our sponsors. For sponsor week, Bebops.
Like my daughter, sliders. She loves the sliders.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Everything there is
That's her
fantastic. How do you feel about ranch?
Ranch dressing.
Yeah.
She goes bananas over it. I'm okay. I mean, she has to have fries. Everything has to have ranch.
Right.
I like it. I'm okay with that. Ranch or blue cheese, I can bounce back and forth.
Okay.
I'm okay with it.
I asked this because Bebops does a thing called the Bebops Ranch Challenge.
Uh-huh.
So it's where you take a shot of ranch.
Just a shot of it?
Take a shot of ranch. Now, Neil from Bebop says, inform me, if you take a shot of ranch tonight,
Yeah.
he'll donate $100 to a charity of your choice.
Okay. I know the charity right now in my head.
Yeah. But, however,
Yeah.
I'll be fair to you, if you don't want to do it, Cody has to do it.
No.
This was from Neil. And now, if Cody doesn't do it, your charity gets no money and he cares nothing about your charity.
So
That's
what I
not.
should do is make him take a shot.
I've already done this.
But if Cody
I've already done
your
this.
charity, he would also do it, and maybe we can talk Neil into more. But it's going to be $100 for sure.
I've done
I'll
this.
even do it with you guys.
Yeah.
I've done this, and I hated it, but I love
charity.
I'm a
I'll
big
do it.
supporter of charities. I have a charity that I kind of work with a lot, so I'll definitely do it with you.
I have a friend who's actually battling cancer for about the third or fourth time. His name's Craig Finney. He's a former policeman. I met him when he had me get aboard of Cops versus Cancer. And at the time, he was in remission, and now he's fighting cancer again. So this is for Cops versus Cancer.
I love it. I love it.
It'll be $100.
I am a big
Cops
supporter
versus
of
Cancer. We'll all
military
do it.
and the cops and all that
do it.
stuff.
Also, what we do during this is we nominate 5 different people also to do it, and as other people do it, they're supposed to donate money to charity just to raise
okay.
awareness
All
for
right.
charity. But for you do it. Bebops will donate $100 to was it Cops
Versus Cancer.
Cops versus Cancer.
Yeah.
So do it. Cheers
Cheers.
to that.
You know, it's so funny. This is kind of a tough
This
thing
is
to
gonna
do.
be
My
so
daughter
tough for
can do
me.
this
Hang
so
on.
easy right now.
Should we bring her up and have her do it?
Very
She threw that down quick.
Okay.
Cody, it's for cancer, Cody. Don't let
You
cancer
know
win.
what the sad thing is since I've had COVID 4 months ago, I still can't smell or taste anything. So
Hold on. Wait, hold on. What's this?
this,
For the people watching, Cody did.
give it to me, pussy here.
You can't taste anything. How would you describe this?
Feel it. It's thick.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Office, you like that?
Fantastic.
Okay.
Hey, I took it.
Did you like The Office after Michael Scott left?
I did. It wasn't as good, but I did like it.
Okay.
Nard
Nard Dog was still good.
Dog's fantastic.
Yes.
I mean, Jim's my favorite, but I mean, Nard Dog, Dwight.
You know, you talk about things that, like Seinfeld, everybody's got like sayings, not no soup for you or whatever.
Yeah.
My family always does. I thought about it, I'm in. You ever remember Nard Dog doing that when they were?
I've heard that.
Thought about it, I'm in. Yeah, exactly.
So, my next kind of topic, Willie, was.
Well, hold on. We're still on sponsors.
Oh, sorry, mother. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we're still on sponsors. So, big thanks to Bebops. $100 going to Cops versus Cancer.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks
Thank
to,
you very much.
Thanks to Willie.
and Cody.
This is for my buddy Craig Finney, and
Hope
get
you,
strong, buddy.
Yeah,
Love you.
get strong. Hope you get well, man.
Yeah.
So, after a quick word from our sponsors, Bebops and Vandenberg Construction, we'll come back. More of the show.
Sounds good. Vandenberg Tiny Homes. Have you heard of the new boom in custom homes? Tiny homes are quickly becoming the thing in custom homes, and Vandenberg Tiny Homes is your best option. You can choose from a standard design or ask for a custom design option. Vandenberg Tiny Homes are high quality, handmade, portable, and can be made in a much quicker time than standard homes. If you have questions or would like to place an order, text 515-954-0678. Again, that number is 515-954-0678.
Where's the best place in Des Moines to get a burger, fries, and a chocolate shake?
Bebop's big tasty burgers, hot crispy fries, and great chocolate shakes.
So why do you come to Bebop's?
The burgers are fresh and fast, and it tastes great.
I like the pork fritters and chicken sandwiches.
Where's the best place in Des Moines to get a burger, fries, and a chocolate shake?
There's only one place we go. Bebop's.
Bebop's, voted best of Des Moines for 13 straight years by the readers of City View. Bebop's, better than...
Welcome back. Thanks to our sponsors, Vandenberg Construction and also Bebops. And during the break, also some of the audience, we had 4 different people from the audience each do a shot of ranch. So I personally gave them $10 each to the charity Cops
Very
versus
nice.
Cancer.
Thank you very
Now
much. I
between
appreciate
Bebops
it.
and Ask the 8 Ball, you're up to $140 just
Very
for coming
good.
on.
Very good.
And taking a shot of ranch.
Yeah.
So big
There you
thanks to
go.
Bebops.
Thanks,
and,
thanks to the crowd for doing that.
And the crowd shot the whole thing down like a real.
Like, yeah,
Come on,
they
Willie.
drank the whole shot.
Willie, pick on him a little bit.
So before we went to break, Cody was about to ask you something, and
Sure.
I had to rudely cut him off.
Go ahead.
So, your name, Willie Farrell.
Yes.
Very similar to another
Will Ferrell.
less funny comedian.
Depending on the movie. No offense.
I can remember when he first started Saturday Night Live. What a lot of people don't know is the year he started, a kid from Des Moines started as the producer of Saturday Night Live, a guy by the name of Steve Higgins.
Okay.
You know who Steve Higgins is?
I do not.
Okay, you ever watch Jimmy Fallon?
Yeah.
The announcer.
Oh, really?
Okay.
That's Steve Higgins.
I did know that.
Oh.
Now
Went
you
to
said it.
Roosevelt.
Yep.
His brother Dave,
Roosevelt?
who lives in Des Moines now, who's been a friend of mine for years. Dave was on Malcolm in the Middle and the Ellen Show, and their brother Al Higgins is also the co-executive producer for the Comiskey Method with Michael Douglas and
Yep.
Emmy winners.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys are huge. But anyway, Steve Higgins started the same year that Will Ferrell started, and I can remember when it happened. It was 20 years ago, and first of all, his name's Will Ferrell, Ferr. I'm Willie Farrell, but it's I can't tell you how many times, and I do a joke about it because I do this joke about now. I would go to places and they wouldn't put Willie Farrell on the thing; they put Will Ferrell just to try to fool these people.
Yeah, get more people in the
and
crowd.
people will come up to me and say, I was in North Dakota, and the guy was like, "We thought you were going to be that Ricky Bobby guy," and I'm like, "Yeah, he's going to be in Fargo on a fucking Thursday. What are you, a moron? I'm playing a bowling alley for cover charge. He's not here, stupid. So yeah, but you do what you can with what you got. So,
that's.
So we do. We have 3 things coming up. We have the Kyle McLean Low Life Piece of Shit of the Week award.
That's I got to meet this guy.
Dude,
he's a low life piece of shit.
I'll cut this out.
Yeah.
He's the nicest guy you'll ever meet in your life.
Well, you'll cut that out, though.
Yeah,
I don't want him to know that.
We want him to know that we said that.
And then edit it.
What's Kyle do now, and where's he at?
Edit in. Fuck Kyle.
He runs the bars, and he works at Principal or Nationwide.
Oh, he works for Annie.
No, he doesn't.
No, him and Nick are co-owners.
He used to work for Andy, and then he branched out.
No, him and Nick are co-owners. Marjorie.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
but
so-
we'll cut all this good stuff out about him.
Yeah, and then we also do the name game Who Is.
Okay.
And then we have this week audience questions because we have a live studio
Oh, cool.
audience.
Let's go. Okay.
So let's just we'll go ahead and start with the name game Who Is. This is fun. I kind of cater it to you a little bit.
All right.
And Cody knows nothing about pop culture ever, so this is a fun game.
Okay.
Am I wrong or am I right?
He grew up in Lehigh. I mean, who's he gonna know?
It's Lehigh's like you've seen Varsity Blues.
Yeah.
It's like that, but like
He doesn't
like
know
a
Will
quarter-
Ferrell, but he knows Ricky Bobby.
That's right. He knows Floppy.
It's like
and,
it's like Varsity Blues, but with like no. There's just nobody there.
Yeah.
It's not like when you go through the town, they just shut down because of the football game. That's just how the town is normally. There's just nobody there.
Just shut down.
Yeah.
Well, Lehigh football rules. So.
We do rule.
Okay. Okay. Name game. Who is?
Okay.
First one. Curtis Jackson.
50 Cent.
That's a 50 Cent.
Nice. You guys are good, man.
All right.
Look at you. I've been watching a lot of Power recently,
Yeah,
so I
that's
just
right.
put it on there. Next one. I'm just looking for a nickname. You'll know this. I don't think you will. Charles Luciano.
Jesus.
I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint. Mob crime boss in the late 1890s.
1890s?
Yeah.
Lucky you don't know this. Lucky Luciano.
Okay.
Yes, Charles Lucky Luciano.
Oh, gotcha.
All right, third one. Neither one of you will get this. Eric Marlin Bishop.
Eric Bishop is
Eric Marlin Bishop, don't you?
Easy.
Wrong.
Shit.
Joey Bishop. I don't know.
Jamie Foxx.
No.
Oh, is he really? Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
I didn't.
I-
I honestly thought Jamie
I
Foxx
should have
was
known
his real
that.
No, I knew.
I
I
should've
did
known
know
that.
that he had a fake stage name.
I feel like Cody should know this. Looking for a real name. Meta World Peace.
Oh, that's I know exactly. That's I watched him actually play in person.
I watched him get in a fight in Detroit.
Damn it! He was the guy that started the fight.
The Malice in the Palace.
Yes.
Cody.
See my.
Do you guys neither one can?
No,
you get it. I know you know who it is, but
yeah, I know who it is.
I can't think of his name. Yeah.
Ron Artest.
Ron Artest. There it is. Yeah.
God damn it.
He's changed it back since then.
You know what? First of all, I'm 64 years old, so I
Yeah, you get
Alzheimer's.
A pass.
You don't look a day over
All
63,
right, very last
Willie.
one, and I know Cody won't know this. Steven Van Zandt.
Oh, I know that name for some reason.
Do you?
I feel like I do. I feel like I've heard that name before.
Okay, I'll give you.
Is he a?
I'll give you a hint. And I'm looking for the character he played in a certain show.
Let me tell you something.
He was the drummer of Bruce Springsteen's E Street Band.
I've,
Was it guitar? Guitar, yeah.
I don't know, T.
I would say he's a guitarist.
He was in the E Street Band.
He's a
E Street
guitarist for
Band.
some band.
I don't know, T.
That's not what he's. People don't even really know him for that.
I don't know.
Silvio.
Silvio Dante from The Sopranos.
Oh,
The real bad
that show.
hairpiece.
I haven't watched that show since it ended. So
Little Stevie.
Yeah, Little Stevie.
Yeah.
And with that being said, Cody, you might be a nominee for Low Life Piece of Shit of the Week.
Hey, hang on. Since we're kind of on nicknames there, we're talking about Lil Stevie.
Yeah.
What was your nickname?
Oh, that's a good question.
You know what's weird is I'm that guy that gives everybody nicknames. On the south side of Des Moines, there's 20 guys that I grew up with that I gave them all nicknames. And for some reason, the only nickname I had when I was growing up was, and my cousins in Chicago, they called me Philly Dog. Because when we were kids, this is the 60s, there was a dance called the Philly Dog. And I was a little kid, and I was a very good dancer.
Like the Cupid
Matter of fact,
Shuffle?
I'm still a very good dancer. I can dance.
I believe
And
Will you
when I
show
was
us
a
some
kid,
moves at the end?
Yeah, oh yeah. But I would do this dance, and my cousins would say, he could do the Philly Dog, he can do the Philly. And so the people that have known me since I was a little kid, they call me Philly Dog.
Okay.
But that's it. No one, as a grown-up, I did never.
So other than Minion and Cupcake Face for Cody,
Yes.
do you have any other nicknames for us? Just based pure off looks. Like
I've
other,
never.
other than handsome.
I've
and
honestly
then,
never had a
Minion.
nickname.
I don't know. Punch and Judy. I don't know. I
Punch and
just.
Judy.
You're just like I said, you're a little fire plug, and then you're just long, and you remind me of the like when you go to them stores and
Wacky waitable.
yeah, the thing that's the balloon that's doing a thing.
Nice, I like that.
You're the balloon guy.
Okay.
And you're just a fire plug. I don't know what to tell you. You're a happy fire plug. Like I said, you're confusing to me.
That's what all the women say when I try to hit on them.
Yeah.
You're
Like, should we
confusing
take
me.
them shopping or should we take them home?
Yeah,
We
yeah.
don't know.
Parents like, are you gay or are you not?
Yeah, that's it. That's the whole thing. You could be like if I went to prison and you were my roommate, I'd say, I don't know where this is going at all.
He's got a whole nother cheek to tattoo if you're in prison. So
yeah,
you're good.
but everything you think it's all right. I think he's straight, and all of a sudden he's going in the shower like, I think I'm screwed.
He's got some other.
He's got Lehigh on his ass.
He's already got somebody already called dibs on him.
No.
All right, well, let's just roll right into the Kyle McLean Low Life Piece of Shit of the Week award.
Okay.
In a world of Kyle McLean's, only one stands out. It's the Kyle McLean Low Life Piece of Shit of the Week award.
You got any nominees for the week?
Not. I don't
it's
think
okay
so.
If you don't.
I don't think so.
Much already decided who's going to win.
Well, you always do. You don't. You just ask me for nominees for no
mine
reason.
Are so good. You got any nominees for Low Life?
No,
Piece
you
of
know
the
what? I to be honest with you, I mean, even though my show, I'm considered kind of an insult comic, which I'm really not. I'm pretty easy on people. I don't. Last year, if you would ask me, I'd have probably said Joe Madden because I didn't like the way he was using the bullpen for the Cubs. But other than that, I give everybody a pass, especially COVID-19. Everybody gets a pass.
I do have one.
Okay.
Mine is the helicopter pilot for Kobe's helicopter.
See, do it. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Because yesterday was National Kobe Day.
Yesterday was Kobe
And
Day.
the day before that was his birthday.
Did you realize during that game the score was actually 24-8 at one time?
Yeah.
That was pretty wild.
The day before that was his birthday.
Because mine was really good, but I might have to give it to that guy because he might win the Kyle McLean Lifetime Piece of Shit of the Year award.
Yeah.
That's the Jake Pearson award, right?
Yeah, that's the Jake Pearson. Because fuck Jake Pearson, right?
Yeah, I agree with you. No idea who that is.
But this week's Low Life Piece of Shit of the Week is NBCnews.com.
What'd they do?
You want to know what they did?
Yeah.
He asked redundantly.
They put a story up online that Usain Bolt, fastest man
I
alive,
did
was
see
positive for coronavirus. But when they did it, they put a picture of Kevin
Yeah,
Hart.
I saw
did
that.
see
Yeah.
that. Did you see Dante Powell change it and
They
put
put
himself
Kevin
up there?
Hart.
Yeah.
Hey, big shout out to Dante Powell for pointing this out to
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah.
Do you follow
They put a
Dante
picture up of
on
Kevin Hart.
Facebook?
I don't follow him, but I know
Usain
Dante
Oh.
Bolt.
well.
Dante changed it out and put himself up there and
Did he?
Kevin Hart. Yeah.
So NBC
that was
News
funny.
for just assuming all black people look the same.
Usain Bolt,
Very
6'5", fastest man in the world. Kevin Hart, 3.5 feet tall.
So
Yeah, same.
And let's be
Kevin
honest-
Hart's actually the hurdle Usain Bolt.
yeah, right.
Coronavirus doesn't have the energy to go through Dante's body. Okay,
You're not wrong.
So your joke about someone robbing a Casey's,
yeah,
leaving there at 4 foot, like it goes to 4 feet.
yeah.
Is that based off of what was your
It's a
brother's?
true-
Those
it-
5'2" or whatever.
No, it was once again you write from what you know. And I remember just going one night, just liquored up, and I was inside there, and I'm just looking around, and it's funny. Well, for the people that don't know the joke, on every door of every convenience store, they have a height chart.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this when you're walking in or out, and it goes
Well,
all
at
the
least
way
Iowa
up to
convenience
6 or
stores.
7 feet, but it goes all the way down to 4 feet. And I basically say, if you get robbed by somebody 4 feet tall, you fucking deserve to be robbed. You're a pussy. You could take this guy out.
Absolutely.
If he's 4 feet tall,
Absolutely.
hit him with one of those old burritos they give you.
Yeah, because the burritos,
The bomb
the
burrito.
burritos sell there
like
4.5 feet long. Yeah.
Yeah, they're 80 cents.
Have you had a come and go corn dog though?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know what? Back in the day,
Fantastic.
you know what? We used to joke about when they have put the hot dogs on. You know the hot dogs that stay on there for a really long time.
Yes.
The ones that are there way too long.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
We call them the mummy's dick. You ever seen those?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I bought one drunk.
Yeah.
So have you ever been in a fight at a come and go though?
No, never have.
No.
Have you?
He has.
That's my.
You got in a fight in a come and go?
No, that's,
He's gotten several fights
when
at come
I'm
and
drunk,
go.
I like to tell people to go fuck themselves, and that's my fault.
He's in line.
Is it-
no.
Here's the thing. I'm not a Southsider. My family. Are
Is it a
Southsiders,
particular
so it makes sense.
come and go? I mean, is that like your home base?
Just anyone with the logo on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's in line. He's got like 3 items. Like, hey, let me get ahead of you. And the person's got 1 item. Like, this is a convenience store. You're in the express lane.
No, I'll just move their stuff.
He'll just be a dick. Like, hey,
Yeah, you know what? And that's a scary thing because the come and go, somebody will cap your ass at a come and go. They don't care.
Yeah.
what's a more dangerous place to go at 3 a.m.? Come and go or Casey's?
Well,
I'd say come and go.
Casey's usually isn't open at 3 a.m.
No, they're not 24/7.
Yeah, no, I think come and go is definitely it.
Yeah. Probably.
You know the fun-
I'm gonna pick Big Earl's.
The funnest place to go.
Yeah, Big Earl, yeah.
The funnest place to go and be drunk and really not feel like your life is actually threatened is Big Tomato.
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
fantastic.
they're drunk there, but no one's ever really.
Yeah, I
Got
work at the Wellman's
yeah.
across the street from there. So
Yeah.
we get there quite often.
Exactly.
You'll see a bunch of idiots passed out waiting on pizza.
Yeah.
Halftime, you can just grab their pizza.
Exactly.
You don't have to pay for
Yeah.
it. It's fantastic.
So, Will, in your stand-up, you talk about this. Your wife is your second wife, right?
Yes.
So I assume you married for money the first time and loved the second time, correct?
I married my first wife was an ex Playboy bunny, and
Really?
yeah, she's very very pretty and a complete maniac, absolute Wolverine. She devil. I can't even tell you. But yeah, she was a pretty lady, but just completely nuts.
Do you have any marriage advice for our fans?
No, I'm just lucky. I mean, I'm one of those guys right now that I'm married to a wonderful woman. I'm just like if it was a baseball team, I'm the 25th guy on the team. I'm just trying to follow all the rules,
Yeah.
just to try to stay on the roster at this
Yeah.
point. I just yeah.
I feel like.
I've married. I'm punching way above my weight, and I know it.
I say, I
Yeah,
feel
without a
like
doubt.
you're very lucky. you found
25
someone to put
years
up
now.
with
You're out kicking your
25
coverage?
years. Yeah.
So you got married about the same time that you introduced Bruce Huckfeld to his wife.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, me and Bruce have we've taken the right road. Exactly.
We're gonna go to the audience questions. Our live studio audience here.
Okay.
They wrote down some questions for us.
Sure.
I don't know who asked what. This could be a fun game.
Do you want to?
Give
Do you
me
want
a little
to?
more scotch.
Do you want to take a guess at who asked what question? Willie?
Let's maybe
Well,
do
you
a
know what?
little
Give me the
more
question,
game
and I'll look around and see who I think who's who.
Let's do a little crowd question work.
All right.
All right. We're doing a shot break first because Jameson wins every time, or Doers. Cody, why'd you go with Doers when I said pick up some scotch for Willie?
He's because
I
when
like
he
Doers.
when he texted me, he
I
said
drink Doers, yeah.
he said Doers.
That's
Doers is
why-
the
I
first
was
thing he
cur-
said.
I
So
was curious why Doers.
There you go. All right.
and it was literally like Jameson was here and Doers right here on the shelf too. So
All right, audience questions. These are pretty good.
I feel like these are all gonna hurt my feelings.
Yeah, well, the first one will. First one will for sure. All right, Willie. First word you think to describe Cody King?
Minion.
Jesus Christ!
Minion's fantastic.
You know, a lot of girls with kids find Minions adorable. So I'm gonna.
No, I think you are adorable. you're just
I'm just glad that you want groups.
you're
of kids
just
to find
just
you
a
adorable.
little
No.
thick.
The moms
Built to
with
the
kids.
ground kind of
The
fella.
moms
Oh,
with
yeah.
kids.
I'll pretend you didn't say the mom.
You're gonna bleep that part out. I know how your editing works.
Second question. This one's a little aggressive, so I hope you're ready for it. Have you ever taken a dick pic? And if so, how long ago? ... Be honest.
I'm 64 years old. What do you think? No, I never have,
They
and
didn't even
no.
have flip phones.
No, we didn't have that. I once sketched my penis and sent it to somebody. But,
Was it on like a
yeah.
like a bevel?
I actually just did it in stone like the cavemen did.
Ding ding ding
Yeah,
ding
yeah,
ding
sure.
ding ding.
Okay, I can already tell you who asked this question.
Hang on. Let's go back. Who asked the first question? Who do you think asked the
word
first
you think
question?
to describe Cody King?
Who do you think asked that question, Willie?
My buddy over here.
The guy in the red?
Was that you? No.
No.
Cody, you should snag a pic of the crowd so we can post
Yeah.
it up.
And I'm hoping you didn't do the dick pic either one. I just that's.
No, I did not. Don't lie, Corbin.
I would guess for the first question, I would guess Erica. I did. Nice, right here in the white.
Okay.
Just nailed it. All right, second question, have you ever taken a dick pic? That one's
coming from the guy to the
I hope
girl
it's
in the
not my
white.
daughter.
Yeah, we're all assuming it was Claudia, but I'm gonna go with this guy right here, Mr. David Prinz.
Who was it? Was it you? Oh, nice. I thought you wrote this third one, so that's gonna be even easier.
Yeah.
Okay, so third question. Speaking of the bar, third base.
Yes.
Is there a better name for that bar than Finger Blaster? Because third base, Finger Blaster.
I would just think.
Remember, your daughter's in the audience.
Yeah, I know exactly. Just communicable disease or whatever. Yeah, just
Communicable disease. Okay.
communicable disease.
Okay.
Is finger blast something you can do with COVID though? Like, you gotta sanitize afterwards?
You can't taste anything, Cody. It's fine.
Yes, I made the motion, Erica.
I like the Lehigh kid. They got hand puppets out to show 'em what sex is all about. This is
You can't be 6 feet than people, man.
They don't take sex ed; they take finger blasting lessons in economics.
My God.
Willie, when you took sex ed, did they put the condom on your
I'm 64 years old. There was no sex. I went to Catholic school. They just punched you in the face.
I know the nuns
Said,
were
"Don't
men.
try
I get
No,
it.
the nuns.
The nuns were men.
The men were men and the nuns were men.
Yeah.
Sister Mary Chokehold.
Very chokehold. That's
right.
He says it so smooth. Like
That's right.
Next
You gotta
question.
catch it.
Fuck one, marry one, kill one.
Okay.
Rosie O'Donnell, Whoopi Goldberg, Ellen DeGeneres.
I'm killing all of them. Can I kill all of them?
That's not how the
By
game
rules,
works.
But I mean, you can't
Okay,
if you
well,
want to, because
yeah, because first of all, I would never cheat on my wife. So, and I would
pre-wife.
Yeah,
Well, your first
okay,
wife. First wife.
Don't who Whoopi.
Whoopi Goldberg, Rosie O'Donnell, Ellen DeGeneres, a.k.a. the I Lost My Boner crew.
I lost my show crew.
God, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Nah, you know what?
Dude, I accept kill all.
I kill all of them.
I accept that.
That's right.
Well, I just cancel them all. Oh wait, that already happened.
Oh yeah. I like that. Very good.
asked
That was
that
very
question?
very clever.
Who asked that question? Anybody?
No, I'm looking.
Nobody
I'm
wants to
looking,
admit to it?
I'm gonna guess McKenna. No.
I'm saying.
Yeah, Riley.
You can't just keep guessing down the line.
You just tried to find the three most undesirable.
Yeah. I see you.
You know what? I actually did a show with. I actually worked in Kansas City with Ellen, and she was actually not. She was okay. She was not a bad person.
Is she as bad as I've been saying recently?
And I actually met Roseanne when she was with Tom Arnold back in the day, and she was a bitch.
How much cocaine was involved in that episode?
That was after Tom's trying to straighten out, and he was just a mess.
I saw Tom Arnold at Funny Bone probably 5-6 years
Tom's,
ago.
you know what? He's
And
actually.
he was actually. I mean, he didn't tell a lot of jokes. He was stories. And it was
You know,
pretty
let me tell you what
entertaining.
about Tom Arnold. He's actually a great guy. Yeah, there's so many guys in Hollywood right now that have great careers because of Tom Arnold, and a lot of people don't know that. I mean, there's a lot of guys that are executive producers of major shows because Tom got them there. So I got nothing bad to say about him.
Yeah,
Roseanne was a bitch, but I mean, Tom's fine. Yeah.
No, I thought the show was great. We
Yeah.
went and saw him. And he just told
8
stories.
Simple
Great
Rules.
stories. Tom Arnold has one of the great stories of all times. He talks about he lived next door to Shaq, and one day he's outside, he's smoking a cigarette, and Shaq's son comes out and he starts talking to him, and they're talking. And he says, "We're getting along," and he says, "I offered him a cigarette, and he's smoking." And he said, "He said, kid's like bigger than Tom," and he said, "Tom," he said, "I went and got him a beer, and we're drinking a beer."
Shaq's
and
kid was smoking?
Yeah. So Shaq comes out and looks and says, "What are you doing?" Tom said, "I'm just having a good time here with your son." He gets goes, "He's 11." But Tom said, he was huge. So Tom said, "I thought he was like 20 years old." So,
Well, I mean, Shaq's kid. What do you?
All right, next question. Not really a question, more of a statement. Guy in the blue.
Jesus.
So I assume that's you.
No.
Cody's wearing a blue shirt. Will you please stop sending me dick pics? I don't know who that's from. I'm gonna assume that's from Corbin.
Back to the previous one. I have never, and I swear on Quinn's life, I've never once sent a dick pic my entire life.
Oh, I haven't either because I don't have that good a Zoom.
That's funny.
All right.
I like that.
Next question. You put a head out on anyone in the audience. Who would it be and why?
The one that keeps on wanting dick pics.
Yeah, who wants the dick pic?
Yeah.
We'll guess Prince.
No. I guess we're gonna mostly a lot of nice young ladies. I guess we're gonna have to kill Corbin. So,
sorry, Corbin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that means Andy's single. So.
All right. Okay. This is a very interesting question. Have you ever had relations where you put your penis through the dick hole?
How many questions did Prince write?
It's where you didn't take your pants off. You just
the glory hole.
The glory hole. That's the
glory hole is where you cut
that's
in the bathroom.
the new thing the CDC describes to have sex. You need to have a glory hole. Have you seen that?
I don't do any of this stuff.
Yeah,
I have no idea. This is all bizarre shit.
To be fair, this is a downtown audience.
Okay.
This is like an East Side audience. I feel like.
Yeah.
Very strange.
We imported them from.
Hey, it's basically fair season. Like it essentially is. So,
yeah, exactly.
So you know the crowd you're getting.
Two more audience questions. This one's not bad. Scruncher or folder, and then front to back or back to front. Toilet paper, I assume.
Scruncher.
Do you scrunch toilet paper or do you fold it?
You know what? I don't put that much thought into it. I'm just trying to get out of there, and and I'm at that age right now where I have to look to make sure that there's not blood. So I'm at that age. I mean, these are the things you get to be my age. Like, oh, okay, no cancer. So okay, and so I don't know about that, and I'm just trying to get in and out.
Front to back or back to front?
I don't know. I mean, I've never really. You know what? I'll call you
You
tomorrow.
gotta
and
go
let you
back
know.
or front to back. Yeah.
I get up at 8, so anytime after 8, I'm good with it.
All right.
Marshall hasn't pooped solid in 10 years, so it doesn't really
That's
matter.
because of the Jameson.
Really?
It's a side effect of Jameson.
Do you drink a lot of water? Let me tell you, young kids.
There's a lot of water in
The
Jameson.
most important thing to get to 64, and I have lovely skin. Let's be honest, I do. A lot of water. Drink a lot of water.
To
That's
be fair,
the key.
I bathe in a lot of water.
Do you?
Willie,
I feel like I look pretty good for 37.
Yeah.
It's because I bathe in a lot of water. I don't drink it. So
I
we
drink
go
a lot
opposite
of
effects.
water.
You intake, I outtake the water.
Willie, you're 64.
Yes.
So back when you're growing up, I don't know when showers became like the big thing.
Yeah.
But currently, do you bathe or shower?
I have never. I don't think I've ever taken a bath in my life, and I don't know why anybody would ever take a bath. It's disgusting.
First of all,
you're just laying.
Thank you.
You're laying in hobo water.
Yes.
I was so excited for you to be our guest tonight. I'm like, oh my god, Willie Farrell is like the funniest comedian I've ever seen in person. He's so awesome. And then you love Big Bang Theory, and you're hating on baths. Like I feel.
Well,
like,
I mean, here's one thing.
But I can't.
Have
say
you
anything.
seen?
I can't say
Here's the
anything to you
thing.
because I know your family. I'm not about to get shit.
But here's the
about
thing. I can understand. I mean, if you've got a mansion and you're laying there like Scarface, like look at him, that's fine. But if you're just in a little nasty bathtub sitting there with a shower curtain that's got grime, you know what I mean? And you're laying there with a bar soap with a piece of hair on it. I don't know. No, don't do that. You're a man. Get up.
Dude, the most fucked up thing about that was you 100% accurately described my bath.
Oh my!
You 100% nailed it, and I'm.
See what I'm saying?
No,
See what I'm
this is
saying?
what I'm wondering. Like, have you ever seen Van Wilder when the dog's balls float? Like his dingleberries float to the top.
Cody, I don't.
Okay, you went a little too far there, minion. All right.
Look here, cupcake face. I don't like
Cupcake face. No,
last question.
he bathes, and that's fucking
you know what?
disgusting. It's not he bathes and then stands up and showers it off.
First of all, you're too big to bathe. You're all folded in there like a fucking folding chair. That's got to be disgusting. Just elbows and knees just hanging out of a bathtub with a little piece of soap with the hair on it. Can you imagine walking in on that? Some woman wanting to have sex with you going, oh, no, we're done. I'm throwing a towel in on.
Tiffany,
He's got a girlfriend and a child, so apparently there's two stupid people in this world.
Wait, hold on. Did you just call my daughter stupid?
No, your baby mama.
Baby mama.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
Did you call Tiffany stupid?
You're just catching on to that?
Fucked up, man. All right, last question. How much do you think Cody King would pay for pictures of my feet?
You know what? First of all, I don't think Cody's got any money, but
based off that T-shirt.
But I think if he could borrow up to $20, he would pay for that.
Willie, do you have Venmo?
I don't know what that is.
Cody's like, hey, can you take some of that money from those Cops versus Cancer
That's right, yeah.
for me for free picks?
I'll do a shot of ranch.
All the money I have is a big wad folded up with a rubber band.
That's the Italian way to do it, right?
That's the Italian way to do it.
Absolutely.
We get you.
So that was the end of our audience questions.
Okay.
So Willie, I want to ask you.
Yes.
Bike shorts.
No.
No?
I got in a fight about 3 or 4 years ago. You know what?
You had a fight at 61?
Well, yeah, I got in a. Here's the thing. I am on Facebook, and basically, nothing political, nothing religious. I'm just basically, here's where my shows are. Here's something funny I know. That's it. Here's my family. That's all I want to do. But one day, probably 4 years ago or so, I was coming down George Flagg by the waterworks. There's a bike path right over there, and there was a bunch of people on their bikes on the street. And all I put on Facebook was, there's a bike path 10 feet to your right. Get on the fucking bike.
Oh, God.
And these bike people came at me, and they're insane. They came at me strong. To the point of where I had to cry uncle. I couldn't take it anymore. So I don't fuck with the bike people because their community is large.
But their clothing is like literally it has to be like peeled off their body. Like they cut it off. I don't get it.
It's almost undrivable.
Yeah, I hate. Do you ride a bike?
No.
Do you ride a bike?
You
look like you have one with a giant wheel in the front and the 2 little wheels, and you've got the barbell, and you're doing this.
Well, you see my biceps.
Yeah. No, that's from something different than
that's forearms on biceps.
My daughter and her boyfriend bike. My daughter's got the bike that's got the big wheels, but it's also got the engine in it, the motor. And she normally tries to go the regular, but and I'm thinking about getting that with my wife, one of those bikes.
No, they're good.
But I can't get into the whole where you got to wear I got a big head anyway. I don't want to get the bike helmet. It looks like a fucking kayak on your head. I don't need that. And you got the shorts that look like they say tied on them or whatever.
Yeah,
you look like
yeah.
Are you bikers? Anybody bikers here?
She is Erica DeMars.
Are you a huge biker? Are you like
Erica Demers?
She's an ex-guest of ours on the show.
But do you get on the bike and go 50 miles? Do all that? 20 Okay, all right. But you wear all the bike. You wear the clothing. Okay, all right.
How many times have you?
She likes her butt feeling
and
soft.
Ubered your bike home.
Like every time.
Almost. Every
See,
time.
now I love that. Okay, good for you.
The way to do
that's
it.
the way to
Because you bike downhill and then Uber uphill.
Yeah, so
that's what the bike engines.
I did the incumbent bike one time. I had to do a show for Van and Bonnie, and they brought me there, and they put me on an incumbent bike, and that is amazing. Because you literally, it's like laying on your couch, and you can still move around because the bike, it's very easy to do.
Yeah.
But I don't want to do that because every time I see one of those guys on that, I want to hit them with my car.
Well, it's hard to see them sometimes.
Yeah,
especially early in the morning, you're a little
they're
hungover,
laying down. Yeah.
Growing up as a kid, we weren't allowed to ride in the street.
Yeah, in Lehigh, the one street no one could get on it. Come here, Gillian. You stay off that
leave
street.
me alone.
Mornings for the horses. So,
well, yeah, we had to. Well, leave me alone.
Come here, Cake Face. You stay off.
Cake Face. That's gonna be my new stand-up nickname, Cake Face.
So old minion over here. You're 64. You said 64. Been married for a while, obviously. Yes. So you don't even know anything about these dating sites.
I know nothing about any of that.
Jesus.
So you
can't just keep repeating the same joke.
It's not a joke.
Every new guest.
So are you on sites?
I'm curious of other people's opinions.
Like what? Tell me about what they are.
I'm on. Currently, I'm on Bumble. I've been on Bumble for a while.
Give a shout out to your handle.
I was on
Bumble.com/Cody King.
I don't know what it is.
Okay, what's the difference between Bumble and
I literally have no idea.
Is this a swipe thing where you swipe one way?
Yeah, one swipe up, one swipe right. That's the only difference.
Here's my question, though.
Yeah.
Here's my question. Cody got banned from one of these sites. To this day, he won't tell me why.
I swear
he knows why. He won't tell me why. I want your.
I swear, my grandfather's life. I have no idea.
Don't kill the man.
Wow.
You want that?
That's true. By
you want that?
Opinion,
why did you get banned there?
I honestly
did you show him a tattoo that you shouldn't have showed?
No, I honestly, my honest opinion is that because it links to your Facebook and that's how you get your pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think our podcast is a very explicit. And so I think that's why.
So
but I don't know.
Banned you. Wait, hold on. Can we all boo at the same time? Boo! Not a good answer, Cody.
Go home, David Prince.
Not a good answer.
No, honest to God, I have no idea. Like
Have you gotten any dates off of this? Off these?
Yeah.
And good dates.
I've got a couple of good dates, and actually, I've made a couple of really good friends. So.
Okay, well that's cool.
So you use the hookup site to friend zone.
Well, they friend zoned me, obviously.
Is that a laugh of pity, or what kind of laugh is that? Okay.
That's good.
Can you imagine being my agent trying to go on one of those? Because you know, it's just
no! You want to hear the funniest thing?
Cloris Leachman would be on my thing.
I've seen people in their 60s on there.
Yeah, your brother's.
My brother's on there.
Finding 30-year-olds.
Yeah. He's looking. He's looking for 30-others.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's true. Yeah, he'd be on there in a second. You're right. Yeah.
This is a question.
He doesn't want to put any effort in. He's just like, hey, come to me.
You'd be good to answer this. This is a question I've been trying to figure out for 3-4 weeks now. Because it really bothers me.
Okay.
Why do pregnant women hold their stomach?
They're holding their life, their baby. They're holding, or I don't know.
Just every picture I see, like
they're holding it. Well, they're caressing.
Every time.
They're caressing the newness of their life that's going to be coming. And
nobody once has given me that answer.
No, so I don't know either. But so Willie, honest question: when Bear was born, were you in the delivery room?
I used to do a 20-minute bit on it because Claudia came out and she was, I don't know if she was breech or whatever, but they had to use a vacuum to pull her out. It was like, I think it was one of those Oric vacuums, because when they sucked her out, her head was this long. Her head was longer than her body.
Like a cone head.
And I'm looking at her going, what in the fuck is that? You know, and they're like, and they're telling me, do you want to hold her? And one of the nurses said, she looks just like you. And I said, what the fuck are you looking at? This thing looks like, it's an alien. She looks like a balloon animal.
Marshall has a daughter, and I was not in the room when she was born, but I saw.
Well, that would be weird if you were.
Well,
a little bit weird.
Yeah,
a little bit, but.
Did the baby was it a beautiful?
I tried to go Facebook Live on it.
Did you really?
No.
How did your daughter come out looking good?
Yeah, she looked like she was covered in like glue.
Dude, it looked like someone it was dried. I don't know. I saw a picture, but
Claudia had a major cone head. I mean, it was like it was like. You know, and they try to warn you that, and then I'm looking, going, this isn't right.
Well, and how's that head changed? Is she still a cone head, Claudia?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah,
she's still a cone head.
She likes to wear a wizard cap. But
Harry Potter world.
Yeah,
Speaking of Harry Potter.
No, shut up. Let's not talk about Harry Potter. Jesus
I don't know anything about Harry Potter.
Exactly.
No, nothing.
Oh, that's fair.
I don't. Neither do I. I've seen 2 of the movies, and I don't know which ones, and I like. Cool,
you know what? I've never seen Harry Potter, and I've never gotten into Star Wars or Star Trek. I know nothing about any of that.
I've never done either one of those.
And you know what bothers me, and to this day, everything's
I'll be over
about
here fucking myself.
Well, everything's about Marvel comics and all that other weird shit. Every movie is like something from
I like
superhero stuff.
But I've never gotten into Star Wars.
Random serious question about a movie that's came out recently.
Yeah.
Since you're an Italian man.
Yeah.
The Irishman that came out. I know.
Can I tell you what?
I
met the Irishman. I was 9 years old. Yeah, Frank Sheeran.
Yeah.
Jimmy Hoffa used to come to our house when I was little.
So you've actually met Jimmy Hoffa?
And he came with a couple of friends. We have pictures, and one of them is Frank Sheeran. Was at the house.
Do you have any pictures with Jimmy Hoffa?
Probably.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of them out there. My brother has one. Yeah. Hoffa came to the
question about the movie is I went and saw it at the Fleur Cinema when it was out. I love De Niro, Pacino.
Yeah, that's why I think
Pesci too.
That's why I think why I went and saw it too.
Yeah. Fantastic. I went and saw it there. My only problem with the movie was how terrible was the fight scene with Robert De Niro when he beat up the guy at the grocery store.
Yeah, first of all, those guys were too old to play the. I mean,
they're like 90 now.
Yeah,
De Niro. Them to make them look
yeah,
20.
I mean, these guys are almost 80, and they're trying to make them play like they're 30, 35. It was kind of goofy, but.
Who's the most famous person you've ever met, Willie?
I don't know. I met Seinfeld. I met
Al Capone?
Jay Leno. No, Al Capone was dead long before I was born.
He didn't say who's the unfunniest person you ever met.
I mean, I've met a lot of famous comics, but hello. I mean, they don't know me, but I met them.
But you met them.
Yeah.
But I only have one more question.
I've got a bunch more.
Yeah,
honestly,
we can keep going. Well, I may have more, but I won't.
No.
Who is the funniest comedian personally that you like to watch?
Of all time or right now or
Current comedian.
Current? I mean,
Like, if you go
I
on
love
Netflix, you're gonna turn on
Chappelle. I love Sebastian Maniscalco. Let's see, Chappelle, Maniscalco.
Chappelle's my go-to, so that's what I was.
Yeah,
Dave Chappelle's. I mean, he's one of the best comedians.
Bill Burr.
Bill Burr's funny.
There's a lot of them out there. There's a lot of good ones. Yeah.
I was just curious from a professional comedian's opinion who their personal favorites.
I mean, Chappelle, I think, has a leg up just for the mere fact that Chappelle, a lot of comics have to kind of watch themselves anymore. And Chappelle has.
He doesn't give a shit.
No, he can go wherever he wants.
Yeah.
I mean, Chris Rock was like that at one time. I don't think I don't think he's done anything really major.
That was 80 pounds ago.
Yeah, but.
He did.
But Bill Burr's on fire. I think he's great.
Yeah, Bill Burr's excellent.
And Sebastian Maniscalco. I mean, he kind of speaks to my heart. I mean, the way he talks. I mean, it's all.
I don't know if I know that one.
He hosted the.
You never watched Sebastian Maniscalco?
I've watched him a little bit.
Like 2 years ago or something.
Oh, so funny. So I mean, he does a lot of Italian stuff.
Yeah,
very funny. Very funny.
Okay.
Very animated. I mean, a lot of physical comedy. It's very good. Very good.
So I have a question about another one of your stand-up bits.
Sure.
The Stations of the Cross. Can you elaborate on that?
Okay. When we were little, living on the south side, it was all cousins. I mean, it was my mother and 6 of her brothers and sisters all lived in the same neighborhood. So, I mean, it was very close. And all the kids were all first cousins, all growing up. And we had one cousin who's, to this day, he was a priest. His name was Sonny Cadero, Father Frank Cadero. No longer a priest, but he is the head of the Catholic Worker House. He's the guy that keeps getting arrested. He always does shit, and he'll go to Offutt Air Force Base in Omaha and throw blood on something, and they arrest his ass. He goes to. Anyway, when we were little, he was religious even back then, and he decided we were going to do the Stations of the Cross, and so we were having a little play in our neighborhood, and it was kind of funny because he was going to make my brother Johnny Jesus, and if you knew my brother Johnny, 180 from Jesus. Johnny, I mean, his name was Johnny Lou. We called him Johnny Lucifer. But he was going to be Jesus. He fit the role. Anyway, so Johnny's going to carry the cross, and we got my cousin Ricky was going to announce the Stations of the Cross, and Ricky had his lips. We talk like this, and I don't know why he was going to be the announcer, but anyway, Johnny was too little to carry the cross, and if you understand the story, Jesus fell 3 times.
Yeah.
Well, Johnny couldn't fucking hold the cross. He fell like 25 times. So Ricky's going, Jesus falls. What is that, the 17th time? And so it was like, but yeah, that's, you talk about growing up in a very Italian neighborhood. Most little kids are having fun playing, and we're doing the Stations of the fucking cross in our front yard. So with my little brother who was evil.
So I went to a Catholic school my first 5 years of school, and we had to do the Stations of the Cross every year. And I related to that
because Lehigh.
This is actually when
what was the name? What was the name of the school?
The school at the time was called Holy Rosary.
Okay, yeah.
So it was affiliated with St. Ed's in Fort Dodge.
I do a joke. I said I went to an all Catholic Italian school. I went to Our Lady of Fettuccine Alfredo.
yeah.
And the men were men and the nuns were men.
And how did the nurses put the
Sister Mary Chokehold? We had they would take nuns would hit you. I mean, you're all younger, but. Ask your parents. Back in the day, the nuns, they would give them rulers, and they would literally smack you with rulers all the fucking time. Would hit you, and my joke was we had a nun, Sister Mary Chokehold, would take Attila the nun. She took 2 rulers, she glued a chain between them, and made nunchucks. That was the joke.
It's a good joke.
Very, very well structured joke.
Yeah.
All right.
No.
Go ahead. We'll wrap it up here with one more question each.
Yeah, so my last question, I guess, is your joke about narcolepsy and necrophilia.
Yes.
Which one do you prefer?
The joke I talk about is, and it's true, I mean, I do have some form of narcolepsy where I fall asleep for no reason. I mean, this is true. And I'll be somewhere. I can't drive long distances because I will fall asleep. And the joke is I confuse the words. I say, I have narcolepsy. I don't have necrophilia because that's when you nail dead people. I said, although
Ted Bundy's your favorite serial killer.
Although on the other hand, I've never really seen a really good-looking dead girl. I mean, if someone said, "Hey, this girl just died here in the other room. You want to come take a look?" Then I'd be like, "I think I got necrophilia."
Ted Bundy had necrophilia, and he was your favorite serial killer.
Exactly. So that's the joke there.
But So, and you also talk about can't drive long distances. On your Facebook, it says before you became a comedian, you're a truck driver.
Oh, no, that's I lied again.
That was Dante Powell.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Like,
similar.
Are all comedians like? Do I need to get a truck driving job to become a comedian?
Well, wouldn't hurt. I mean, the reason I did that is because one of the first album I actually did an album. And it was for a company that they would take all your CDs and they would put them in truck stops. So I wrote a couple jokes. So back in the 90s, I had all my CDs at truck stops. So
before I
made some money doing that.
Before CDs, what?
I had
8-track
tapes. Not 8 tracks, but I was on cassettes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
God, you know what? You're just making me
have
feel
any
more
of
and
those
more
still?
bad about my life. I think I had a few, and I don't know what I did with them. I think I put them under the table.
Claudia, you got some?
Thanks, Bear.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, last question for me is, we always ask a guest.
Sure.
Start a conspiracy theory right now.
Start a conspiracy theory?
Yep.
Or a rumor. Either or.
Okay. God, let me think.
Because we want to roll with this ball.
All right.
The news nowadays, let's just start a fake conspiracy or a rumor. Let's go.
You can't believe anything you see in the news, like, honestly.
They're pumping COVID into every building you walk into.
Is that true? I actually believe that, honestly. I
don't know. I mean, not a lot, but they're pumping They're pumping a little bit of COVID in here. So, because every time you look and somebody's getting COVID, and they say, "Well, I wore my mask, or I did this, or I kept social distances," but yet people are getting COVID. Maybe they can do that. Maybe they could pump COVID into places.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. So at the end of every episode, you've seen Jerry Springer.
Sure.
Have you ever been to Jerry Springer?
No.
Do you have any family?
I had family in Chicago that actually they used one of his houses for a location.
Okay.
And that's when he called me and told me
If
this shit's phony as
grill
motherfucker.
tails off any more than being on this show, then
Yeah.
Jerry Springer.
Yeah.
That's right.
So at the end of every episode, we do final thoughts. Do you have a final thought for us?
Final thoughts was I remember you texting me and say, "Would you want to do this?" And I remember saying, "Who in the fuck is this?" And I was convincing to myself, I have nothing going on, and my daughter tell you, I mean, comedy. I've been doing this for so long. I live and breathe this, and I had COVID, and I'm okay now. But I've been reading where people get depressed, and I've been depressed, and I think I've been depressed because I just can't. I haven't had a chance to be me.
Yeah,
and me is what I'm doing tonight. And this is making me feel a lot better. So I thank you for letting me do this, even though I still don't know who the fuck you are. But
you talk about wanting to get out of comedy, though.
But I did. My final thought is thank you for inviting an old guy to do this with you guys. I appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate you being on the show. We honestly really do.
Final thought, Cody?
Final thought, man. My final thought is honestly, during the breaks, I've been just sitting here chatting with Willie and kind of taking tips, trying to learn. He's a very funny human being. I love going to see him perform, and I love doing stand up. I'm not good at it by any means.
I'll tell you, I'll make you a promise. I was supposed to be at the Funny Bone this week. Got canceled. I'm supposed to be there again in December. I always do the Christmas week, and if I'm there. You'll have a guest set. You'll get to do a guest set.
Yeah.
That's
absolutely.
That's awesome. There's a lot of pressure.
So you better start writing, bitch.
I gotta push it down. All right. Start practicing now, buddy. Well, I very much appreciate that.
You're welcome,
Marshall.
Final thoughts. You know what? I appreciate Willie for letting us on. We always have a good time at your shows. Every time you come in, or come into the Funny Bone, I should say. We go. We have a great time. Also, fuck the city of Ankeny.
Oh yeah, we forgot to shout out the fuck.
Wow,
seriously,
that came out of left field.
Fuck the city.
That's the theme of our podcast. Fuck Ankeny.
The city of Ankeny.
Fuck the state of Nebraska.
Yep. Fuck Taylor Swift.
Jesus.
Who's the guy you hate?
A guy?
Kyle, what's his name?
Kyle
Kyle
McLean.
McLean, yeah.
Fuck him too.
Oh
no, not
fuck
Kyle
no,
McLean.
no.
He's just
Fuck
a
Jake
piece of shit.
Pearson.
Fuck Jake
Jake Pearson.
Yeah, right.
Can I Google these people so I know who I hate?
I'll send
You can
pictures
just Facebook.
Okay, all right.
You got Facebook. You're more active on Facebook than I am almost.
Honestly, I feel like when we do the Low Life Piece of Shit of the Year award, Cody better be ready to be nominated.
You're gonna get the lifetime achievement though.
Well, okay.
I feel like a marriage counselor in the middle of a just a really
how
bad
is this-
gay marriage.
Willie, how has this psych session been?
This has been wonderful. You two really need to hug it out or something.
Yeah, well, we're going to dock after the show. But also, thanks for coming on. Thanks to Bebops.
Thanks to Vanderburg Tiny Homes.
Thanks
to our unofficial sponsors,
Hy-Vee,
Doers and Jameson. Thanks. Shout out Cops Against Cancer.
Yeah, Cops versus Cancer.
Cops versus Cancer.
$140 coming to them. Thanks
you.
to the Bebops Ranch Challenge. And also, we haven't done it at the show. But
shout out TeeHee's also.
Yeah, I'll throw it in during the show, their logo. Thanks to TeeHee's, the home of the new home of comedy in Des Moines.
There you go.
TeeHee's.
Thanks to our live audience for showing up.
Yes, and we will see you guys next week for season 2.
Episode 2. Sounds great. Thanks, guys.
Good night.